when I got back home, it was December 16th. At the time, my mom was fighting some charges. At the time, my mom was locked up when I was younger. Like I'll say, she got out of jail. I'll say around my third grade. Around third grade, she got out of jail, but she was locked up prior to when I was a baby. So it was like I had to grow up at that time, moving house to house, moving my brother. My dad worked every day, so it was like he couldn't come home and watch me. I was in third grade, so it was like he had to send me to somebody like my grannies and my aunts and uncles just to watch me. I ended up living in Oklahoma with my brother too before my mom got out. So at this time, my mom was fighting some charges that she had got recently in Las Vegas on a trip. So I'm coming home thinking everything fine and good. So I'm in the house, sleep. Boom, I wake up the next morning. It's around like 10 in the morning. I remember this day like it was yesterday. I called my mom and she wouldn't answer the phone. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. Usually my mom answers the phone first ring. She usually know I'm about to call her before I even call her. So it's like I'm calling her and she not answering. I'm like, no, what's going on? I'm looking around like, what's going on? So my mom's calling me back, and it's not my mom. When I answer the phone, it's my auntie. This is how I know everything's wrong. Cause my auntie, I'm like, well, auntie, why you got my mom on the phone? Like, I'm thinking it has to be something wrong. And she told me, she was like, yeah, your mom just got charged with 30 years. And so it's like, yeah, she said she's gonna be fighting this sentence. They just put 30 years on her, and boo boo. I remember at that point when I heard that, I punched a hole in the wall. It like my hand literally went through the wall at that point because like I hit the wall so hard, like like my hair almost came out the other side, like that. Like that's how hard I hit the wall. I remember my dad came in, he's like, man, what happened to the wall? Boo 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 boo. And I remember I had told him, and then everything had happened, and so I had to go back to Kilgore at the time on a knee injury, and I'm wearing a brace. And then at the time, my mom's locked up, so it's like now my resources are getting slimmer. It's just my dad, and at the time he's finna retire, so it's like his resources are getting slimmer.